Salutations friends, welcome back to my channel. Today is a special video. I'm collaborating with Among the Stars. We're sending each other some of our favorite fragrances from our collection for each other to try. And this is actually his idea, and his channel is amazing if you want to really find somebody that has an amazing celebrity fragrance collection but also has a very articulate way of describing fragrances and a true passion for them. It's just, his channel is absolutely fantastic. I love watching it. I love learning from him. And so he reached out to me, we're buds, and he's like, let's do a swap. He's like, I want to send you things. I want you to try these things, check these out from my collection. And I was like, this is great. I'll send you some too. And so that's where this video came from. So I'm going to share, I haven't looked in here yet. He sent me this little bag filled with goodies, and I'm going to try all these fragrances and let you guys know what I think. So he is like, his production is great. He is so on point. He sent me this little guide of all, he made graphics and just put together this little thing so I would know what all the fragrances are. Now I'm going to spritz these on strips and smell them off camera just so that way this video isn't super duper long. I want to try and keep this as like nice and concise and fun as possible, just not super long. So I am going to let you guys know the notes, the fragrance, and my thoughts about them. So let's get into it. Oh my gosh, he made me this bag. He sewed this bag himself for me. Oh my gosh, I was blown away. And I look inside and there's kitties. I love it, thank you. Okay, so we're gonna start off. He sent everything in these little big vials. So I'm gonna grab the first one and we're going to get rolling. So the first one he sent me is Snooki Love. And this has notes of bergamot, peony, poppy, hydrangea, orange flower, white amber, musk, and sandalwood. And I just sprayed this on a strip and tried it. And the bottle is really dang cute. I love it. Apparently it was made for her wedding. And I actually really like this. It's very pretty. It's very clean. It smells like a bouquet of flowers, but there's something about it that's very kind of flirty too. And honestly, if I were to smell Snooki, this is probably how I think she'd smell. This smells really, really nice. Very classic, very pretty, very youthful, very sparkly, and there's a little bit of like whimsy and romance in this as well. I think that the flowers are really coming together for something special. I think the musk and the sandalwood is just kind of elevating it a little bit. I like this a lot. Real quick, he wanted to send me specific fragrances from his collection that he loved, but that also he thought were unique interpretations of fragrances that when you smelled them, they smelled a little bit more niche, maybe a little bit more higher end. Celebrity fragrances in the fragrance community as a whole, I know a lot of people have one or two celebrity fragrances that they like, but the entire genre of fragrances I think is overlooked and underappreciated, which is why I really love his channel, because he gives them the love that they deserve. And so he specifically picked out these fragrances because he wanted me to try them, because he's like, I think that these are going to be the ones that are the most unique out of my collection, that are really interesting and fun, and just try them and let me know what you think. So yeah. This next one he talks about on his channel a lot, and it's from Nicki Minaj, and it's Minajesty Exotic. And the bottle, her bottles are iconic. So this fragrance, when I first smelled it, I really liked it. It smelled one-dimensional to me, but actually, as it kind of dried down on the strip after, you know, like 20 to 30 seconds, a lot more came out. So the top notes in this are bergamot, orange, squeeze, and mango. And then you have tiger lilies, lavender, dewy petals, creamy musk, and cedarwood. I think when this came out, it was just like, all I got was the creamy musk and the mango. It smelled one-dimensional, but it smelled really good. But as like those other florals are coming out, this has kind of taken on a life of its own, and it's becoming really sexy and beautiful. It's definitely a mango dominant scent, and mango is one of those notes that can be really great in a fragrance. Think Kenzo Jungle L'Elephant. And then in other fragrances it can come off a little bit sour. And in this one it's coming off really like beautiful and exotic and fruity. Just really delicious. So I think this is great. This is probably one I'll have to wear on my skin. But overall, I really enjoy this one. This next one gets a lot of love. I know a lot of people have been talking about it, and I've actually wanted to try it. And I'm actually really digging it. So it's Paris Hilton Platinum Rush. You've got, I mean, look at how good he did with all of these things. It's so great. You have pear, red apple, another fragrance with mango in it. I really enjoy that. You have magnolia, musk, patchouli, amber, vanilla. This is a very sparkly scent. It's very sparkly, it's very playful and flirty. There's a coolness to it that I like. This smells like a scent that you would wear in the evening, but on like a hot evening, like a summer evening. So if you were going someplace, like if you had an event or a date and it was going to be outside at night, but you still wanted to wear something that was really classy and elegant, I think this one would be fantastic. I actually really like Paris Hilton scents. One of my favorite celebrity scents is, I think from her Passport series, South Beach. I love that scent. It smells so good and it works so well in my environment. I wear it all the time. It is great. And this one is nice too. I definitely think that her like strongest point in her entire career, and she's got a very expansive career, her fragrance line, like her fragrances have always been really solid. So yeah, this one's great. I've actually tried this one before and I really like it. So it's Beyonce Rise. This one is really gorgeous. So it's got Italian bergamot, apricot, ice basil sorbet, golden symphony orchid, freesia blossom, jasmine. It's got musk, vetiver. This one smells really just, it smells so clean, but it also smells really sexy. Like there's something about this scent, like it's bright in the opening, it's musky, but the musk isn't like an overpowering, overtly chemically smelling musk. It's actually really attractive musk. Sometimes with some celebrity scents, and I'm not really talking about them all in general, but what I've noticed is any like any affordable scent that has like a very strong musk, sometimes that musk I don't like the smell of. Some people love it, I particularly don't. And sometimes when I try inexpensive fragrances, the musk element is too strong, and since I'm not a huge fan of it, it kind of turned me off musk for a while. But this one, the musk is really beautiful. This is clean, this is sweet, this is juicy, but the juice is kind of like somewhat of a lemon, so it's not really super sweet. It's really quite lovely. I've worn this on the skin before, I think once or twice I tried it, I forget where I tried it, and I really enjoyed it because it became a little bit softer on my skin and a little bit more floral. It's a really beautiful scent, works really well in humidity and heat where I live, and I've actually considered purchasing a bottle of this. It's really great, so I'm kind of glad I have this because it's really a ridiculously beautiful scent. This next one is from Kristin Siriano. If you don't know what he is, oh my gosh, I think it's season 4 of Project Runway. I love Project Runway, and Kristin Siriano was like, I was like rooting for him. Him and Leanne Marshall are like my favorite contestants ever. Love them. And when I found out that he was becoming really well established, I was so excited. So he has a line of fragrances, and this is Silhouette, and I've actually smelled this one before too, actually. So I think he was right on the ball to send me some of these. This one my mom had tried. I think she got it in like one of the subscription services and she didn't like it, so she gave me a little atomizer of it, and I've been wearing it the past few months and I actually really enjoy it. So the notes in this are grapefruit, you have green apple, freesia, purple berries, oak moss, green notes, and woods. Now, although this has kind of a lot of brightness and tart fruits, I actually find this one to be sweeter. It smells very similar to Aqualina Pink Sugar or Prada Candy, but to me it smells a little bit more sophisticated, and I think that the grapefruit and the apple kind of give it a little bit of a brightness in the opening, which kind of cuts through the super sweetness, and I think just really works well. This is a gorgeous scent. So if you're one of those people and you're looking for another date night scent, you want something a little bit different, or if you're looking for a gift for somebody and they really love those types of like really sweet, ultra feminine, sexy scents like Prada Candy and Aqualina Pink Sugar, and you want something a little bit more sultry, a little bit more nighttime appropriate, Silhouette from Kristin Siriano is a fantastic fragrance. This next one is the notorious Kim Kardashian West. Look at that bottle. Oh my gosh. So when this fragrance was released, there was a lot of controversy over this bottle. Some people thought it was really sexy. Some people thought it was really provocative. Some people thought it was really tacky. And I personally was just like kind of tickled by the bottle. Like the presentation, I was like, oh, of course she did. Of course she did. I mean, if you have a body like Kim, of course you do, right? So this fragrance, when it comes to Kim Kardashian, her fragrances I've tried and I've actually enjoyed. She has a really unique way of having people create fragrances for her. And I think that this particular scent, a lot of people had mixed feelings about it because they were expecting it to be a certain way and it's not. So when I smelled it like off camera, I was actually really intrigued by this scent. So let me read the notes. I'm going to go a little bit into this scent, and I'm probably going to do a more dedicated review of this scent specifically because I want to kind of touch on this. On the top notes in this, you have lavender, juniper, and pink peppercorn. You have incense, orris butter, green violet leaves. At the base, you have cedarwood, sandalwood, vanilla, and vetiver. Most of Kim's scents are very feminine. They're flirty. They're, you know, supposed to be like ultra glam, and this scent doesn't smell like any of that. And I think that's why people were kind of like, what is this? What's this bottle? What's this juice? But I want you guys to just completely forget the bottle, completely close your eyes and forget Kim Kardashian West. If you were to smell this juice as a fragrance enthusiast, as somebody who's wanting to try new things, this is a really well blended scent. Just close your eyes, forget the bottle, forget the TNA and all that stuff. The juniper and the peppercorn in this are very strong. It smells way more masculine, like way more masculine than I would have anticipated from a fragrance from Kim Kardashian. Just on the strip, I'm definitely going to wear this on skin. As you guys know, I love juniper in fragrances. I really want to get into the scent, but I do not want this video to be like 45 minutes long. I was really impressed with this fragrance. I closed my eyes, the juniper's there, the pink peppercorn's there, and there's just something about all the layers of this scent that smell really complimentary. I have a feeling that this scent probably will smell a lot better on skin, so I'm going to wear this, but I am impressed with this fragrance. And I know some of you are going to be like, ugh, okay, I'm unsubscribing, but I just want you guys to know when I review fragrances and I review scents, I don't care where they come from. I don't care if they're a celebrity scent. I don't care if they're a super high-end scent. I don't care if they cost $800 a bottle or $15 a bottle. If I like the fragrance, I'm gonna let you guys know. And truth to be told, this scent is impressing me. To me, it smells, and I like these types of fragrances. Have you ever gone to those like really high-end shave shops for men, like the wet shaving shops? And so they have their own unique line of colognes, or they have like body products for men, like beard balms and things like that, and then they have that specific smell for each of them, and then they kind of create a cologne or an aftershave to go with that line that kind of mimics that style of perfumery is what this fragrance smells like. I cannot think of the name. It's like in a blue bottle with a white label, and sometimes there's red. You can get it at Sephora and you can get it like Nordstrom's and stuff like that. It smells like some of the fragrances or some of the products from that line that I love. So fantastic fragrance, absolutely fantastic fragrance. I want to try it on my skin, but I would buy a bottle of this, no problem. It smells really good. It does not smell like a Kardashian West scent. It does not smell like anything that you would expect them to come out with, but I actually think it's really successful. And yeah, so just kind of close your eyes, forget about Kim Kardashian West, forget about the bottle, and it's a really solid scent. This next one is Taylor Swift Wonderstruck. I've actually smelled this scent before, and I'm just gonna kind of say this is one of the scents from Taylor Swift I wasn't super in love with. It's a great scent. So this scent to me smells like what her audience would smell like, what most of her fans smell like. Very young, very youthful, very jubilant and excited. It's a very youthful scent. It's filled with fruits. It's filled with flowers. And I really it's a little bit too much for me. I would need it to be a little bit more edited. I did kind of like want to talk about a specific note that you see in a lot of scents, specifically sense that when I say something smells youthful or clean or fresh, there's always this note that's in there, and it's freesia. Freesia is something that is very popular, kind of like lavender, is very popular in like bath and shower gels and body lotions. And so whenever I smell it, and a lot of other people, whenever they smell it, it kind of in their mind like triggers like this smells like soap, even though it's not soap. It's like it smells clean, it smells fresh, and I love that. I love seeing freesia done right in scents. I think that, I mean, they're supposed to be green apple, apple blossom, raspberry, dewberry, hibiscus, honeysuckle, vanilla, musk, peach, sandalwood. I think if without the peach and the apple, I think that this probably would have been, to me, a little bit more of an elevated scent, but I don't think that this is a bad scent. I think this actually smells very pretty, it's very fun, it's very Taylor, and I think that this scent smells like the type of people who listen to her music, which are very fun, like free spirits. They just get really excited, youthful, just exuberantly and happy. I think that this definitely fits her target demographic in regards to her fans, and so I think this is why this fragrance is so popular, and I think that you could get a lot of compliments with this scent too. A lot of people like those ultra fruity feminine scents. For me though, I would need it to be a little bit edited, but it's still a very good scent. Oh boy, this one, and in a good way. So somebody that's really strong in the celebrity fragrance game, I think, is Ariana Grande. I know is Ariana Grande, and she just came out with Cloud, and I tried this, and I'm not sitting here saying I'm the first person to say this. I will not be the last person to say this. Just before I kind of get into the notes, this to me smells like a it smells like Baccarat Rouge 540. It does. It so does. It's not identical. It's a little bit fruitier. This actually smells closer to the body oil. If you guys want to know what the body oil of Baccarat Rouge 540 smells like, it's pretty much identical to Cloud from Ariana Grande, but it is so close. The bottle is really whimsical and adorable. I will be real with you. I kind of dig it. So the top notes you have are lavender, pear, and bergamot. In the mid you have creme de cocoa, praline, vanilla, musks, and creamy woods. And this just really smells warm and fruity and just really sexy. It's such a good scent. Her fragrances are so good. And yeah, I like this scent. I've considered buying this scent. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. Next up we have a Shawn Mendes signature. I've tried his initial scent. I really dug it. I sold it because I didn't wear it enough, and I know a lot of people really wanted to get their hands on it, so I figured, you know, let somebody who is going to completely wear it and love it, enjoy it. Some fragrances I don't mind keeping for my collection. Other times, if it's a scent, if it's like a grab and go scent, I would wear a lot, but I don't wear a lot. I like to let other people enjoy it. So this fragrance has ginger oil, green pepper, and pineapple. You guys know I really love seeing pineapple in fragrances. At the mid, you're gonna have apricot and fir balsam and labdanum, and then you have sugar maple accord and walnut wood. This scent smells so good. It smells very masculine. Just there's something about it that's woody and rugged, but it's also just not very old. It doesn't smell like a gentlemanly aged scent. There's some scents out there, when I say aged, I'm thinking like timeless. I'm thinking like Acqua di Parma Colonia, like that scent to me, it's like timeless. This smells like a new, like if you're trying to find a gift for someone who, you know, maybe you're trying to find a gift for a guy or a girl who's just getting into the fragrance game, and you want to get them something that they can wear everywhere, that they can smell sophisticated. This scent is fantastic, absolutely fantastic. The ginger and pineapple are such a smart decision with this scent, and it pairs so beautifully with everything else. It's great. The apricot gives it a little bit of warmth and sweetness, but it's not a sweet fragrance. It's more a little bit, I'd say, like rugged. It smells kind of like, I would say, Kim Kardashian West. It smells like a men's kind of like high-end cologne line scent. Like you'd go there and you'd buy your really expensive, fantastic like shaving stuff, and you'd buy like a $150 bottle of fragrance or aftershave to go with everything. Like it smells really fantastic. Last and certainly not least is Katy Perry's Spring Rain. This one impressed me as well. If I were to lump this fragrance up, if you hadn't smelled this before and I were to say this fragrance smells like it easily, seamlessly be incorporated into this line of scents, it smells like a Jo Malone fragrance. It has that kind of very somewhat minimalistic, fresh, sophisticated scent that is very complimentary on a lot of people. It probably will have better longevity than Jo Malone's scent. So you have pink freesia, violet petals, you have Divana, gardenia, mayflower rose, cedarwood oil, and cashmere. It smells very fresh, it smells very clean, slightly floral, but not a crazy amount of floral, and it's just really beautiful. This will be one I'm excited to wear on the skin to see how it smells. I love Jo Malone scents, but there's something about some of their fragrances that just turn sour on my skin. It's my body chemistry, it's not Jo Malone. Grapefruit, their fragrance grapefruit is one of them. I love that scent. I cannot wear it. And so if I can find like a scent that smells like that I can wear, that would be exciting. So Katy Perry Spring Rain is gorgeous. Also, he tucked in a little bottle of Prerogative from Britney Spears. Look at how cute this bottle is. I love her packaging. It's just spot on. This smells, I think I remember smelling this and really liking it. Her scents are just a joy. Like, they're so playful, they're so fun, they're sexy, there's a little bit of an edge to them. I don't know, I'm really excited for this. Alright, so that is the fragrances that he sent me, and I am just so overwhelmed with the quality of these scents and the curation of the selection that he sent me. Like I said, he really wanted me to experience some fragrances from his collection that he thought, and I think rightfully so, don't smell like generic mainstream celebrity scents, as a lot of people call it. There's definitely something to each of these that is unique and special. I think if I had to choose my least favorite one from the list, it would be Wonderstruck from Taylor Swift. And it's not so much because I think it's a bad scent, it's just not particularly how I like to smell, but I can see why it would be so popular with her fans, because I think that it fits her fans perfectly, and it fits her personality perfectly, and so I can definitely see why that one's such a success. My favorite was kind of hard because I really love Beyonce Rise, but I think after smelling all of these without wearing them on my skin, I truly think that the fragrance from Kim Kardashian West is just, there's something exceptional about that scent. I do remember I have a soft spot and a love for juniper. I think that needs to be in a lot more fragrances. I think it needs to be played around with in more feminine scents. It's a little bit more dominant in masculine fragrances, but overall I think that whole concoction of everything that was going on with the pepper and the juniper and everything else with the orris butter and the violet leaves, it all came together to a really fantastic blend of scents. And again, if you subtract the bottle, if you subtract the name, I think that it overall is a really just substantial scent, so I'm excited to wear it. You can agree with me, you can disagree with me, it's totally okay, but those are my honest thoughts. And fragrances, just based on smelling them, if I would consider purchasing them, definitely the Kim Kardashian one. I need to buy the Ariana Grande one just because it smells so similar to Baccarat Rouge, and I think I'm going to send him, I haven't sent him yet, I think I'm going to send him a sample of Baccarat Rouge so he can smell, because I'd love to know what he thinks. The Katy Perry Spring Rain was also absolutely fantastic. So if the ones I would purchase would be Ariana Grande, it would be Katy Perry Spring Rain, it would be the Kim Kardashian West fragrance, and Beyonce Rise. Those are the ones that really stuck out to me as being really spectacular. Overall, these are a great selection and I absolutely loved it. And if you guys want to find a fragrance review channel for someone who has real experience, a real passion, and just a love and appreciation for celebrity fragrances, then definitely check out Among the Stars. I will link his channel below. Subscribe to his channel, say hi for me, send him some love, and pretty soon you'll see a video on his channel talking about what I'm sending him. So a humongous thank you to his insane generosity for literally, this is incredible, and this bag that he made me, oh my goodness. I don't know, can you guys see inside this bag? Look at all the kitties. I love it. Everything's falling, but they're plastic, so it's okay. Love this bag. I'm so blown away. You are the best soul ever. In any case, guys, if you would like me to review, do a dedicated review of any of these fragrances, if you have any questions on any of these scents, if you have any comments, if you like or dislike these fragrances, if you think my likes or dislikes for these fragrances are wrong, there's a comment section below. Let me know. Do not forget to subscribe and hit the little bell so that way you know when I have new content come out. And thank you so much for stopping by, and I'll see you next time.